Thank you to Diedrich Bank, our sponsor for the 2022-23 basketball season. Live for today, bank for tomorrow, member FDIC.
What was the game plan I mean, Wolf is obviously a really good player. We had to contest him. He's a driver, he's a shooter, so we had to make sure we stopped him, which I think we did a pretty good job of tonight. Donaldson, we came in the game knowing he was a shooter, so we didn't do as good of a job on him. He had a couple shots, but our main plan was to just go out there, run on him, and try and have a good game.
First half was a little close, but you guys were able to pull away in the second half. What adjustments did you guys make?
We started guarding the perimeter a little bit better. We got a little bit more physical inside when it came to rebounding and driving the ball on offense. We passed the ball a lot more. We started sharing it. We started moving it around to each other, which got us more open shots. So that's kind of what we went into the second half with that kind of mindset. But this year it's a lot better. We trust each other a lot more this year, and all of our teammates are getting way better shots than we were last year, and we're able to connect on those shots. So that's why we're winning games.
What we tried to prepare for was to manage the clock. The more we have the ball, the less they do. And we ran, some flex variation stuff, a lot of back screens and cuts, and tried to run the clock a little bit. And when we would give ourselves an opportunity to score, take it if it's there. But we were also looking to pass up good shots for great shots. Now you could say anyone that goes in is a great shot. But our kids took advantage of the opportunities that they developed through the offense. They took care of the ball early and hit shots. And, you might pass up a contested one. Our guys, I don't know if you could hear them, they'd say one more. So if somebody's closing out, we might have been able to get a shot off, which would have been an okay shot. But when we hear that one more, we're passing the ball to the next guy, which has nobody around him at all. So we're passing up that good shot for the great guy. Yeah, at the end of the day, they're basketball players and they're capable. So, while we're still trying to manage the clock, we're still running 30 seconds off the clock before we'd find a shot. And they're capable of hitting those shots. So, you can't tell them no just because we're looking for layups. We're looking for layups, but they did a good job of taking it away. But when they take something away in any game, when somebody takes something away, they give you something else. So they took away the layups, and we had open shots, and they hit the open shots, and that's what helped us stay in the game early.
You hung tough with them for the first 2.5, 3 quarters or so. Any adjustments you had to make at halftime?
Well, we talked about rebounding better, and I don't know that we necessarily did it. We talked about our clock management. We tried to hold the ball for one shot there at the end a couple times to take momentum into the next quarter or the next half. And we struggled doing that. We turned the ball over. We forced a couple shots. That took the momentum away from us more than it gave us the momentum. So we talked about that at halftime, and then in the third quarter, we finally executed it and got that last shot, and Gunnar hit a shot there in the corner, hit a three in the corner, and helped us take that momentum into the fourth quarter. And from there, we kept attacking, and we had that momentum in the fourth and helped us cut away that lead a little bit. Oh, it was absolutely tough to get a good shot. It was absolutely tough to get a good shot against. They play really good defense, and I've been coaching against Coach Schuring for a while now. I coached against him when I coached in the LOVC, and he was at Arthur Lovington for a few years, and his teams were always the same. They played really hard, and it was hard to score against. They did good stuff on defense, and they were really tenacious and aggressive, and their toughness helped them win a lot of games. Just like they played defense tonight, it was hard to get anything inside. But when, like I said, you take away something on the inside, you're opening something up on the perimeter. And the sky's the limit with this group. Like we said, they start 3 sophomores and a junior. Then their sixth man's a 6'7" freshman, and then they got a junior that comes off the bench, and he's 6'7" as well. And some of the film that we were watching, scouting them, we said at one point they had 6'7", 6'7", 6'8", and then 2 6'3" kids on the floor. And we look at that, and we get excited because our biggest guy is 6'3", and Logan Heil. But this is one of those games we knew playing it is going to make us a better program, a better team, and help us get ready for the postseason. So beyond wins and losses, we feel like we grew as a team by playing Mountain Zion today.
Spectre I thought played pretty well. Going to attacking the basket, being patient, but going to the basket as well.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what his, that's his best characteristic on the basketball floor. He's an aggressive ball handler, and he's a slasher, and he gets to the basket really well. He's really athletic. He's aggressive. He handles the ball and doesn't back down from anybody. His speed, his quickness, and that first step that he has, and his ability to go in transition are all strengths that help him be able to get to the basketball. And that's, you're exactly right. You never you never like to lose. And I hate the saying a pretty loss, but that's what it was. I told the kids in the locker room, I said, I'm sure you're tired of me saying it, because last probably 6 games we played some really good teams that we lost to in small margins. And I said, I'm proud of your effort. You guys didn't quit and you battled to the very end. And they don't like it either. That they're happy they're playing hard. They're happy about that, but they're not satisfied with close losses. That's not what we're here for.
Knowing the Apollo is just going to get tougher, why do you think this one helped you tonight, even though you didn't get the win?
Well, the caliber of players that you see in this game going forward, we've got Taylorville and Charleston and Matt Toon and the rest of the guys coming up. These guys are top-notch, A-plus players with their length and their skill. Playing against them, because they're so good, is going to get us ready for the rest of the season, playing against those other good teams.